Welcome back to Conscious Living Lab. In this week's video we're gonna talk about juicing. There's a lot of video out there with the benefit of juicing and how to do it, and the purpose of this video today is actually more to bring you all the do's and don'ts of juicing and how to do it right based on all the experience we got from juicing for the past 6 years. The purpose of juicing is basically to squish and press all the vegetables and fruits you're gonna put in your juicer to remove all the fiber, and in that way concentrate all the phytonutrients that are in that food for you to drink afterwards. Don't get me wrong, the idea is not to remove all fiber from your diet. We do need a lot of fiber to have a good transit. We will do juicing for two reasons. The first one is to facilitate the work for the body to find and gather all those nutrients. And the second one will be to concentrate that micronutrients, because food, vegetables and all what we grow today because of conventional farming methods gently lost around 60% of what they used to have 60 or 100 years ago. So in order to still gather the amount of building blocks we need to build a healthy body, we do need to raise the amount of food we eat, and there is a limit to the amount of carrots you can eat a day. And juicing is an amazing way to actually reduce that amount of food in just a liquid form to be able to drink all that goodness in you. So to illustrate that today, I've made a little video on just the juice I made a couple of weeks ago. So fairly easy, it's a carrot and bitter green, and the sweetener will be pear on this one. So you always want like 60% vegetables and 40% fruit sweetener, which would be apple or pear or something like that. So the first thing, you're gonna just prepare all your food to be able to go into your juicer. Depends to what machine you got. Here it's an horizontal juicer that got a good press quite well the food. So basically when you've chopped all your thing, you compress it in your machine, and yeah, you're gonna have the pulp in one side. The drier the better, because you save more juice, and on the other side the juice. So the whole point about this process is literally you're gonna press, the slower the process the better, because you basically press gently all the nutrients of the food, instead of like the centrifugal juicer or vertical juicer could be a little less good at that, where you're gonna have, yes, some water on the other side, but the more you press gently your food, the richer the nutrient content of your juice. So after I like to filter a bit my juice, there's always little bits falling, so to remove the foam and the juice I just sieve it, and here's a beautiful juice that you can drink after a little while. Juicing is something that is very easy to do. It takes a little bit of time, depending on the machine you got, how easy it is to clean up the thing, but it's a lot of health benefit for you and your family. And for you to master that skill quickly, I've put down a little table of the do's and the don'ts of juicing. So firstly, you want to use around 60 to 80% vegetables. The fruit added to the juice to make it more palatable, but too much fruit would mean too much sugar, which is not good for all the insulin resistance problems that can come down the line. Second tip, use 2 to 4 main ingredients. Too many ingredients is something that you're just gonna lose what's in the juice, and your tongue and your brain won't understand really what's coming in. The third point would be to change often the recipe and the ingredients you use. You need the widest possible type of food you eat. A very interesting study have shown that hunter-gatherer tribe will have around 400 to 600 different type of food around the year, where the average American diet will be around 25 to 50 different type of food. So see how much we miss on the different combination of micro and micronutrients and all the goodies that food can bring us. Multiply as much as you can the different sources of your food. Fourth point, drink only half a liter to a liter maximum of juice a day and drink them slowly. Let your body taste and know what's coming in. Like that, you're gonna be able to digest and do the most out of those building blocks you're giving him. Fifth point is drink only freshly pressed juices. Most of juices in shops are pasteurized for shelf life purposes. But the problem with that is that the heat gonna transform the molecular structure of the juice, and all the sugar that were present in the food and vegetables is now a sugar that is behaving in your body like table sugar. So you got very high spike of insulin in your bloodstream, which is not what you want. At the opposite, the fresh juices, and when I say fresh, I say within 3 hours of juicing it, got all the enzymes that gonna allow your body to make the most out of all those nutrients you put in them. And last point but not least, be creative with your juices. Try things out and see what you like, see what your family like. Don't hesitate to bring wild herbs in the mix as well. Dandelions, nettle, wild garlic. In a juicer, they really release all those goodies, all this medicine that you want in yourself without a too strong bitter taste. So juicing is the best way to bring them in your diet. So here you got it. You know why to juice and how to become great at it straight away. So hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, have a fantastic week. Bye!
If you enjoyed this video, then share it with someone who needs to hear it. And make sure you subscribe to our channel below to get our weekly videos. See you next time.